I think we're live. Okay, okay. Yeah, the way this works with YouTube is we go live immediately. So hold on, let me just make sure this is working. Is this correct? Hold on. XPT, yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to stream to Facebook as well. Hmm. Uh-oh. I changed the stream key. We'll be starting in a minute. Let me just make sure that this works and stuff. Hmm. No, it didn't seem to work. Hmm. Maybe let me try. Okay. Let me try adding it again. Okay. Vibe coding apps 5 and stream key is this one. Oh, what is this? Oh. um, yeah, I might have to figure out Facebook some other time. Okay, let's just start. I'll figure out Facebook some other time. So, oh, I wonder if I can just, um, hmm. Yeah. Maybe it only works when I go live or something. Okay, let's see. Let's go live. Hmm. Oh, let me see if I can. Oh, once a video signal has been sent. Oh, it's getting a video signal. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's working. Cool. I just have to refresh. Okay, let's just go live. Sorry about that, guys. This is my first time doing Facebook Live. Okay, okay. So, anyways, we're vibe coding apps live, entire products live. This is super exciting because earlier today we generated an instantly clone and this photo GPT AI headshot generator and this note taking app, meeting note taking app. Yeah. So my microphone is in use, so I can't use this now, anyways. But I've had a lot of exciting ideas for products we can build, and generally, this is a very exciting time because if we teach as many people as possible to do this, we can actually collectively level the playing field And there's a few ways this could happen. Um, so I think it's not so much as important explaining like all the ways this could happen, but it's probably more important for me to maybe teach as many people as possible how to do this. And if you know people after you learn how to do it who could be helped in doing this, just pay it forward by teaching them how to do this. Okay. So we're going to start by installing toy.new so you can follow along with me. So go to toy.new, download the Chrome extension. It's entirely free. And I'm confused why it's not installed right now, but I'm going to install it. Oh yeah, I installed it. Okay, good. And then open up a new tab, go to google.com. Okay, let's make sure. Oh yeah, cool. Oh yeah, so you guys, yeah, there's people here. Awesome. So we have a lot of exciting ideas for products we can generate. Basically, like we built an instantly clone. I want to keep adding features to these, each of these. I think what I'll probably do is I'll just keep adding features to them, and then we'll we'll do some of them live and stuff like that. I'll probably do a bunch of these live streams every week. We can keep adding features to these, and then eventually toy.new can be like a directory of entirely free software products. And we can even make them like state of the art because I know how to build almost anything, and I'm not even writing the code. We're using Claude 3.7 to write the code, most of the code. So we can make them better than the products that you're paying for because we can make them like have unlimited data. No, it's completely free, no restrictions for any of these tools. But also, you can open up toy.new on any one of these outputs and then add your own features. So if you wanted to, you can add things like confetti or whatever that you need for your features that you've been maybe asking for from these services and generate it for yourself. And you have a custom version that's maybe just for you, but it's perfect. So I encourage doing that. And the best way I've realized to learn how to doing this is not to like tell people or like just show people the prompts and stuff, is actually just going through it, because the models are honestly not good enough yet to build products friction free, without like hallucinations or going off the rails, or because the context limits are not large enough yet to handle everything smoothly. We're probably on the cusp. I think we're on like 200,000 is the context limits that most models have been trained what to do well on. Even the ones that have 1 million context limits, they around 200,000 they start to fail. And that's a consequence of the fact that code bases have not been trained into these models basically, um, enough in that size for the models to be able to generate them. There's a lot of code bases of smaller sizes, but there's just not many code bases of that large size. They might not even exist enough for it to be trained. It's an interesting problem to solve. So for now, I think Google will probably solve it. We have some interesting um, best practices that I was teaching earlier today that we use to generate this AI headshot generator. Um, I think Firebase is back up, so I can log into this again. Nice. And so you can see we added like user logins and saving data and this whole AI headshot generator. And this was probably the one we got the furthest with. But we even made like an instantly clone. So we can basically rebuild any software, and you can do it with me. And in fact, I've built entire products that customers are now paying 10,000 per month for, like agentsbase.ai. So I'm here to tell you like the dirty secret about this is for the past decade or so, most software engineers would really spend a lot of time on Google or Stack Overflow to solve their problems. Then software engineers who are listening to this probably understand what I'm talking about. when you try to solve a problem, you typically went to Google, and the best software engineers just spent more time on Google or Stack Overflow to figure out how to solve these issues. Now, it's the loop is a little bit faster because these AI models can do even better than Stack Overflow. They can generate exactly the code we need. They can tell us how to fix it and all that kind of stuff. So we're basically at the highest leverage point in history to build whatever we want, and we've identified basically a few different paths that the future can take. So if you remember like the history of CheatLayer, we were the first startup approved by OpenAI to sell GPT-3 for automation years before ChatGPT. So we were pretty early, and we did kind of well because we were early. And so there's another thing happening now where we feel like we're early again on a big idea, just like CheatLayer was like in 2021. No one else was doing GPT-3 automation on the planet. It was only CheatLayer. We feel like today is another one of those moments where we're really early, maybe years earlier than what's going to happen. So what I think is really going to happen in a few years is all software is going to go to free. And you're going to be able to generate all of these things even if we don't teach people how to do it. But there's a certain path in the future where monopolies could still dominate the entire ecosystem, AI, with software and data centers going forward. And we can negate all of that and even prevent a lot of damage to the economy, because you understand that right now businesses are threatening to fire employees and replace them with AI. And that's actually probably going to happen unless we do something. So we uniquely have the ability to actually change what's going to happen in the future. Just like with CheatLayer, we actually had like significant impact on other startups and even OpenAI, I'm sure. So just by virtue of the fact that we're early in this idea, we can basically change the future. And you might not believe this if you don't have confidence in your own abilities yet, but take it from someone who has done this and seen this happen for many people. So you actually have the ability to change the future, and there's no difference between you and me. We're all very soon you might realize we're all on the same level playing field actually. And it seems like the main like actual practical difference is people who realize that fact and actually just go do things and build things. So my thesis is the world is built by the people who go and build things, the creative people. And if I teach enough people how to build these kinds of tools, you guys can teach other people, and you can teach other people to teach other people. And eventually, there's a path to build a much better future than the very dire one that might happen if people do nothing. So there's a future where, you know, monopolies build all the best leading AI models, they control all the robots and all labor, and basically all they stay monopolies, and they're able to aggregate most of the value, and just by virtue of the fact of having more data and economies of scale, they can prevent this kind of future from happening in our lifetimes. I don't think, honestly, I don't believe this future will be possible to prevent 100%. And I'm sure most of these monopolies realize that, but that's not the game that they're worried about actually. So eventually, just because open source exists, we can expect this kind of future to probably exist eventually sometime. But for us to like feel the effects of this within our lifetime, we probably have to go and do something like meaningful ourselves. And this is my way of doing that thing, is teaching people how to build these things for entirely for free. But if you learn how to do it, then what I encourage you to do is go teach your friends exactly what I'm showing you like today and stuff like that. Because if we do this like well enough, then actually we'll see that future happen within our lifetime. That probably better future. And what's most likely going to happen now if people do nothing is there's going to be a period of a lot of pain and a lot of hurting and a lot of like people losing their jobs and things like that. And it's actually entirely possible for us to build a much better future because if we negate the monopolies, there'll be more customers for everyone. Even if all of these software that we build is free, people will still want people to help them with it. Okay. So, I had a few cool ideas for products we can build. After you download the Chrome extension, open up a new website. Go to like google.com. That's where you need to open the extension to start this stuff. You can click the puzzle piece and click toy.new or hit Alt S and then hit API keys. And you want to enter an Open Router API key. I'm gonna share my key. Let me create a key. Hold on. Just for people who are on this call, because you showed up for the call. Let's see. Okay, so, oh yeah, how do I share this key? Let me see. I think I can put it in the restream. Oh no, where's the restream? Uh-oh. Okay, I think I'm still streaming. Okay. So, let me share the key here. In YouTube. It's probably a bad place to share the key. Am I in Facebook already? Okay, I can share the stream here. Is this actually working? Oh, this is interesting. Okay, let me share the stream here. Okay, the key is there. That seems pretty delayed. Okay, so go back to the Chrome extension and paste in the key and click Save API Keys, and then you can follow along with me. So there's a few ideas for products that I've been wanting to build. This morning we generated an AI headshot generator, this voice assistant, and this instantly clone. I want to keep working on this. This actually does seem to work. So I want to add like make the UI better and things like that. Yeah. Okay. So there's a few tools that, and if you guys have any ideas for things you want me to work on, you can put it in the chat that I've wanted to build for myself. So I've had an idea for a while for like a video editor, like an AI video editor that makes it easy to piece together many Google VO3 clips, for example, maybe, and produce like a movie or a TV show and just kind of like make that easier to do. And there's like a few tools like that. I want to make a Canva editor clone that's easier to use. Canva's kind of hard to use for me. And I've had an idea for like, oh yeah. So there's like a few, like that AI video editor idea is like, there's a few interesting things there that we can do with like video textures. There's this tool called Screen Studio on Mac that has been really helpful for like building it does this kind of like, see, you can zoom in smoothly and stuff like that. And there was like a tela.tv version of this. It's really useful for me to build these like tutorials, but it's hard for me to set up across all my Macs. I have to buy a new like license and log in and stuff like that, and sometimes it doesn't work on my older Macs. It doesn't even work at all. So I think I want to make like something like this that works cross-platform in a browser. This would be really cool. And I think I know exactly how to do all this because I've experience in like textures and video textures and stuff like that. So let's try, I think maybe this one might be a good one. If anyone has a good idea, drop it in the chat and I'll like work on that. Let me check yeah, there's a couple of people here. Cool. So, all right, cool. So you can use my key to follow along with me. I think I'm gonna. This is the most interesting thing right now, but I really like that AI video tool idea. So maybe we'll do that in parallel. So let's do like a Screen Studio clone. Okay. I don't really know how to like. We're doing this live. I don't know how to prompt this, so we're gonna try something and see if it works. So let me just make sure I've Claude. Okay, we have the OpenAI key. Okay, let's see. Generate a video editor that allows uploading videos, but uses 3.js. This is like a 3D editor to display the output. Using a video texture on a rectangle. Okay. This allows zooming effects. And let me just keep that there for now. Yeah. Well, maybe let's try this. Yeah. Add a zooming feature that uses 3.js 3D controls to smoothly zoom into the texture where the user specifies by clicking the canvas. Maybe that's enough. That's kind of complicated. Okay, let's see what it does. Ooh, it's black. That's interesting. Cool, 3D video editor. So I really think there's an opportunity here to build like impossible products because like I had an experience with our Chrome extension where we built like basically this GitHub integration with our like website editor that cloned a GitHub repo into Vercel, but Vercel doesn't have any sort of API to make that easy to create a new GitHub repo for that. Oh, cool, it's done. And what it ended up doing is it like basically generated like a file system in the browser and that allowed us to clone the GitHub repo entirely in the browser. So this is like one of those impossible things that I would never expect like myself to code or anyone else to code, but it does these kinds of tedious, impossible things. Okay, so let me see if this worked. Oh yeah, it does allow uploading videos. I don't want a big one. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay. So this is actually a video for one of our customers. Cool. So, yeah, I guess you guys can see this. So, oh, zoom speed. Okay. So, wait, hold on. Oh, I see. But this is using, interesting. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Yeah. So it does zoom, but it's not doing exactly. Whoa, this is like a 3D thing. Interesting. Okay, so this is kind of close to what I want. Interesting. Okay, we're kind of getting there. Okay, okay. So if you've never seen Screen Studio, it does this kind of like, see that zoom where it's like nice and smooth and stuff. So I want that effect. So we're getting close. I don't think we're doing this live. I don't think this thing has ever like seen Screen Studio or whatever before. So we're like completely doing it from scratch, but we're getting close. Okay, this is kind of cool. So let me upload this again. Volume, progress. What does progress do? Nothing, it seems. Okay. So we'll have to figure out what how to get it to play and stuff. Let's see. Oh, play. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Rain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl. You know me. I must. Yeah, this is interesting. Hold on. Let me reset this. We're getting close to something. So. I'm doing Maya, blazing your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl. You know me. I must. So we're getting close. So what I want to do is like zoom in on specific parts and make it, it's zooming in too much, I think. So yeah. So let's fix a few things first. Zoom in. Okay. Zoom out. Okay. So there's no sort of, I don't think there's any sort of like timeline. Yeah, okay. So let's add that. Okay. So let me show you how to add features to this stuff. Just open the extension again. And so add a timeline for the zoom features. Make it stop before going past the video texture. Wait, no. Zoom features and it zooms in too much. Make it only zoom in a little. So it doesn't go past the video texture. Okay. So add a timeline. Let's try that. I think we're still streaming. Nice. Okay, we got more people. Hey guys, how's it going? So here's my API key. Oh, it's in the chat anyway. So yeah, you can follow along. I'm building like a Screen Studio video editor. Let me see here. I got more people. I can't tell what it looks like on Facebook. That's weird. Oh yeah, there's 2 people watching. Cool. Alright, let's go. Let's watch this. This is gonna keep finishing. Did it finish? I don't think it finished. Hold on. Let me try again. Okay. Let me check here. Oh, wait a minute. This is odd. Seems to be some kind of bug. Oh, let me just reinstall the extension. Okay. I hope it might not be related to like the internet being down. Let me try something else. Let me get the source of the code and try it on a new tab. Okay. Update this to add a timeline for the zoom features. Let's just start with that. And then go. Alright, I think that's working better. Sometimes what might happen is, like, there's like CSS or JavaScript controls in the editor that just prevents the chat. So what I just did was I just right-clicked and I clicked View Source, and I just copied all the code. Whoops. And then I opened a new chat, and then I asked it to add a feature after pasting the code. This is one of the things that we talked about earlier today, like one of the best practices you can use, because models aren't perfect yet, to basically build any product. We've built super complex apps like Agent Space and phone agents and, well, all sorts of crazy wild things, so I'm pretty confident you can build almost any product. I mean, most products that most people would know about. I don't think that worked. Hold on. Let me see. I like this code though. Alright, let me just take it to OpenRouter chat. So, let's go to chat. Sometimes when it gets too big, you have to switch to OpenRouter chat because it starts hallucinating and leaving things out and things like that. So it might be that this is too big now already. So let's see, update this to add a timeline for the zoom features. Yeah, that should be good enough. That aligns, that runs when you press play. Okay, that should be good enough. Let's try that. That's pretty cool, actually. Oh, I wonder what these effects are. Hold on. The 5 megabyte one. Oh yeah, nice. Invert. Okay. Progress. Can't do anything with the progress. Okay. Oh, cool. I can zoom in. Nice. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, it's just going way too far. Alright, let's go back here. Wait a minute. Where? I think it's generating something somewhere. Hold on. Oh yeah, in the open router chat. Oh, okay, we can wait for this. Maybe while this is going, I'll create a new one. So I've always wanted like a Canva clone. Functional Canva clone. Let's see if that works. Let's see how far that gets us. And then let's see what else. A Canva clone, instantly clone, an email. Yeah, simple photo editor. Yeah, the new video editor. Maybe try a simple photo editor. Or a Photoshop clone. I wonder what it'll do. Let's see what happens there. Canva clone's not bad. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it got some stuff here. Okay, let's see. Oh, it added it for us. Oh, and the Canva clone's ready. Seems kind of broken. I've been here. Alright, I'll have to fix that error. Let's see. Oh, little Photoshop editor. Let's see. Okay, this is more interesting to me right now. Let's check this one out. I think it built the whole thing for us. So I want to try it out. Let's see what I can do here. What do we call it? Studio? Okay. Weird, it's not working. Am I out of credits or something? Hold on. No, it's generating this. Alright, let's just check this. toy.new studio. Okay. Ooh, new features. So there's like timelines. Okay, let's add a video.
Freezing your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl. You know me. I must.
Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. This is way harder than the other tool, though. Oh, you can even do this. Okay, interesting. Okay. So, what do I want to do? Add a keyframe and zoom in. Oh, add a keyframe. Wait, hold on. Zoom out. Add a keyframe. Zoom in. keyframe. Doesn't seem to do it. Hold on. What? Nice. Okay. It does zoom in. That's funny. Okay. So that's a little bit more complicated than Screen Studio. So the way Screen Studio does it is you kind of click a place and it zooms in like a fixed amount for you into that place and stays there. This kind of has more controls where it allows you to like exactly control the zooming, but this is like a lot of work to do. So let me update this. So fixed. Out. Zoom in. Okay. And then so I'm saying it's too complicated. Can you make the zoom values fixed from two positions so it smoothly transitions from zoom out to zoom in? Okay. And that should be good enough for now. Visual bar. That shows okay, let me see if that works. I don't want to do too much in one prompt because it starts to get confused, and that's one of the best practices for building like this is to do one thing at a time. So, okay. This is kind of fun. Let's see here. Oh yeah, what happened to these guys? These were just like, they didn't work at all. That's weird. I've never seen that like completely fail. I wonder if maybe it wasn't using Claude 3.7. Okay. I don't know. Let's just see if I can fix it. Doesn't work at all. Try that. Same thing here. Doesn't work at all. Just checking if the stream is still working. Okay. this is kind of close. Alright, let's go back to the chat. Yeah, it's done. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Ooh, okay, that's a different UI. Oh, there's a bar now at the bottom. Okay, okay. Oh, cool. Okay, that's kind of more like how Screen Studio works, but whoa. Huh. Oh, there's not much time, maybe. That's why. Okay, okay. I understand. So, okay, that's kind of close to what I need. Cool. Hold on. So it zooms in and then zooms back out. Nice. Okay. Can I add more? Okay, it looks like I can only add one zoom. Oh, I can add more. Oh, wait. Hold on, let me see what happens when I do this. Zoom in, pop, zoom back in, pop. Cool. Wait, do I have Screen Studio installed on this? Yeah, I do. Okay, we can look at Screen Studio and see what it actually looks like. Hopefully I don't have to like log in or something. If you haven't used this, it's a really cool thing. Okay. Update available, hide that. Hold on. Let's just record something simple. Okay. Boop-a-doo. Clicking stuff. Done. Okay, see, it's kind of like a similar interface where there's like a zoom. And it's kind of cool that it got the same color for the zoom. Okay, so let me see how they do it. So zoom in. Oh, and then zoom back out. Okay, okay, we need like a smooth zooming back out and more granular control, I think, in the timing. And adding like more of these, then we're kind of pretty close. So what we have now is it's kind of like not that granular. And it doesn't zoom back out. Okay, we're close. We're close. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Update this. Okay, great. But make it smoothly zoom back out at end of each zoom duration. Also also make it easier to add more zooms at more granular timings. Okay. Let's do that. And then eventually we can even make it like save the video out, which is kind of cool. Because then we'll have built exactly like a Screen Studio clone in an hour. That's funny. If we can actually get this done in an hour, that would be exciting. We got 15 minutes left. Let's see how far we can go. All right. 12 minutes left. Come on, Claude. Like the last feature we really need after that is just to like save it out. So we're pretty close. You can see like it's not much different from what we have. I guess they have like some extra features here maybe. No, this is like most of the important features I've ever used. So probably like clipping is good. We can add that maybe. Like split, yeah. The ability to like clip stuff. You can even add like these like cool little animations. I think this is a new feature. They didn't have this animation stuff here. I don't think this is actually useful though. This makes it more annoying, I think. Um, okay. Oh, look this. I like this effect where it's like smoothly playing it while I move. That's nice. Okay, let's see what we can do here. So this is only on Mac, but there's a Windows version called Tele TV that you can use on Windows. But on that one, you have to like, it's harder. It's like not as smooth. You have to like select everything and stuff. It's a little bit harder to use. This would be pretty cool if we get like a complete Screen Studio clone that's free. I think Tele recently raised like a Series A for a lot of money. But I don't think VCs understand like what's going to happen with software. Okay. But that's good for us because if they don't understand it, they're not preparing for it, which means that gives us a path to actually build something that they're not expecting. So if we do this well, it should like completely disrupt a lot of markets, VCs, things like that. But more importantly, make it easier for everyone to get customers. In fact, you could even pick this like Screen Studio tool and generate your own version of it and get customers because the market for these kinds of things are so large that people will always want someone to help them to set this up basically. Well, there's like two interesting reasons this happens. One is the market is large, but also humans have like inherent limitations that even if I could generate all this free software on toy.new, I'm still not going to want to manage all these different softwares probably. I'm probably going to want someone else to set things up for me and fix things when I don't have the time to do it. So that'll always be the case actually. Oh nice, I can draw now. Cool. Made a little paint app. What do these other things do? Eraser doesn't work. I don't know what move means. This is far from a Photoshop clone. Opacity works. Oh nice, opacity works. Nice, not bad. At least I can change colors. Alright, that's okay. What else happened here? Anything? No, okay, let's go back to this. Alright, we got 8 minutes left. So oh, 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 that's a big one. Nice. I think it did a lot. Okay. Let's try this. Studio 3. You can do the same thing I'm doing, by the way. You can copy the code, go to OpenRouter Chat, or use my API key, and add features like I'm doing, and see how it works. I think, yeah, we're not doing anything that requires anything online. So let me see if this works offline. Do studio.html. Okay, let's see what happens if I do this. Nice. It works offline too. Cool. So you don't have to host it anywhere. I think you can just save it to a file. Wait, let me make sure. Hold on. Does all this work too? Cool. Yeah, all this stuff works too. So just save it to a file. You don't have to host it anywhere. Whenever you get the output from OpenRouter, or you can take my version and save that to a file and run it offline and stuff like that. Whoa. Whoa. What? What is going on? Hold on. What is that? What is that? Oh. Oh, we can set the oh. Oh, zoom out position and zoom in position. Oh, I get what's happening. Cool. Alright, that's better. Alright, so that's the old one though. So hold on. This is the new one. Screen Studio 3. Where'd it go? Alright, Studio 3. That's what we got here. Click timeline, quick add, 1 second, 2 second, 5 seconds. Oh, I see. Okay. Upload. Noise. Set zoom out.
I'm doing Maya, blazing your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl, you know me, I must.
Wait, I don't think it's working. Hold on. Oh yeah, I gotta add things. Okay. Okay, so I can make them smaller now. Okay, 0.3 seconds, 1 second, 1 second. Alright.
I'm doing Maya, blazing your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl, you know me, I must.
Nice. Transition speed's a little high. Let's try that again.
I'm doing Maya, blazing your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the
Wait, zoom hold time before returning has to be high.
time, girl, you know me, I must. I'm doing Maya, blazing your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl, you know me, I must.
Okay. Let me hold on. This is like a little hard to see. So let's clear all. I can make this 4.6 seconds or 5 seconds. Oh, there's some kind of bug here. Okay, let's try this.
I'm doing Maya, blazing your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl, you know me, I must.
Interesting. Let's turn off the volume controls. Okay. Okay. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in and out. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad, but there's something wrong with it. Okay, so what I need to do next is allow changing the zoom position for every zoom. So it doesn't seem like it has the same zoom position for every zoom. So I wonder, yeah, it's the same position for every zoom. Okay, so let's update it. Hold on. To allow setting a different zoom location for Gray zoom. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And a button that downloads the output as a video MP4, or just as a video. Let's see how it does there. I don't know if encoding is something you can do. Nice. It's a photo thing. I want to make also like a game. What happened to the Canva clone? This didn't work very well. Try to do a different Canva clone. Generate a fully functional Canva clone. Alright, that'll go on its own. Let's see how this guy is doing. Oh, cool. Full screen mode. Oh, what is this? I think the Canva clone failed. Maybe there's some kind of block on that. Alright, I'm gonna clean up some of this stuff. Nice, we're getting close. We should probably also add like a cursor. Toy.TV doesn't add a cursor because it like you upload a video, so I guess the cursor is not necessary. Okay, let's go. Let's check how this is doing. I guess we could also add a cursor because we can smoothly animate things and do interesting things. So yeah, I want a Screen Studio editor, but I also want like a VO3 editor that allows me to make like movies and TV shows with VO3. That would be cool. Maybe I can do that in parallel. Let's see. Yeah, we're already like an hour in, so that'll probably take another hour. So let me try and finish this one first. We'll do that one next time. Okay, so, oh, cool, it's done. Oh wait, it's not done. Whoa, it's still generating. Whoa, this is a big one. So yeah, Open Router eventually breaks when it gets so big, but there's an easy way to fix it. So you can see it's no longer formatting the code like it used to. Okay, good, I'm still streaming. Hmm. Okay, so what I did was I clicked the little pencil icon if it ever breaks like that, and then that allows me to copy the code in the correct format. Otherwise, you're gonna have issues with like comments and stuff breaking it, so you gotta click the pencil icon. Okay. Now I'm gonna upload it somewhere. You can save it locally on your machine because this is all it's all offline stuff actually. So you can save this output and open it on your browser locally on your machine. Totally fine. I mean, I don't know why I'm doing this either. I guess I can share it with you guys. So you can test it out. Okay. So where did it go? Studio 4. Nice. Oh, we can export the video now. Okay. We're getting there. Let's upload something. Uh-oh. Does the upload button not work? Hold on. Did I mess this up? It's possible I messed this up. Hold on. Let me just make sure. No. I guess it's an error. Okay, let me show you how to fix errors. So you right click and click inspect, and then you go to console, and then you copy the error, and then you paste it in the chat, and it should fix it. This is kind of a simple error, I think, though. Normally Cloud 4 wouldn't make this error, but it might be getting close to its limits. If that's the case, then we need to switch into like prompting for minimal updates like I did earlier today. Okay. Alright, it's doing it. It's a small edit, so it's okay. I think it'll fix it. So let's let that go. So I don't really need the like this weird zooming UI.
I'm doing
I wonder if I can upload a bigger video. How does that work? Oh, yeah, okay, that works just fine. Okay, I thought I had to use a small video. Alright. Hmm. Whoa. Oh, is that a really long one? That's why. Hmm. Okay, we're not gonna finish in an hour, but we're close. I think probably maybe like another hour of like small tweaks here and there. Because I think this bottom bar needs to be like scrollable and extendable, like Screen Studio, like that. And you probably just need to fix some of these options to make it easier. Okay, let's go back here and see how it's doing. Oh wait, am I recording this? I am not. Nice. Okay, it's still going. Oh, what was that noise? Oh, I think it's from the video. Okay, okay. So we're not in Google Meets anymore. Nice, it's done. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, there we go. Now let's do. Okay, let's go to Studio 4. Where did I go? Studio 5. Studio 6. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can use these big ones now. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of hard to change. That's okay. see what happens here. Yeah, these are kind of hard to use. Oh, I think I figured it out. Okay. It's very sensitive. Okay. What just happened? Okay. Yeah, this is easier with a smaller video. Hold on, let me upload a smaller video. This one? Okay. Yeah, okay. So it is possible to, like, control it, but you have to be, like, very... It's very sensitive. Okay. So I can update that probably to fix that. Oh.
To admire, blazing your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl, you know me, I must.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. Let's see how
To admire, blazing your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl, you know me, I must.
Whoa, it exported something. Oh, cool. It makes videos. Nice. Okay, this is pretty cool. So it does kind of work. So, alright, let's finish this. So, alright. Now we need to simplify things and make this easier to use, probably. So let's see what the issues are. Okay. It's too hard to change the duration. Okay. Make the zoom in and out values fixed and only allow setting the X and Y values. Make the video texture full screen on the canvas. Okay, let's do a few things here. Okay. Okay. Individually. So make the video full screen zoom in and out, make the zoom's position, Z positions fixed, and the zoom feature should only select the X and Y position. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's just see what it does there. That's pretty close actually. So I like this feature where I can kind of like slide and it plays it for me, but that's not really necessary. I just want it to be able to like easily select these zoom positions. Probably clipping is necessary though. I definitely want the ability to clip, and it's kind of hard though to select things here. Like delete clips and stuff. Yeah, delete doesn't seem to work. Oh, it does work. We have backspace. Okay. This is doing pretty well. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on this one for now. We're pretty close to finishing actually. Let's see what else we need to make this finished. So export works. These are kind of like nice to have features. We can add that. Yeah, the ability to clip is probably the most important thing next. After all, this stuff is easy to use, and ooh, this is nice. Even this is kind of hard to use. Can't move it that way. Fascinating. Okay. Yeah, this is confusing too. Weird. Can't add a zoom here. Oh, but background blur, that's fancy. We need to add some of this stuff, actually. Backgrounds and all this stuff. Okay, let's go back here and see how this is doing. Yeah. Let me see if I can use VO2. Yeah. Nah. Oh, this project is getting big now. That's pretty cool. This is almost like an entire product. Like you can imagine like one of these products. This would probably be like a product you would see on AppSumo or something. Yeah, I don't want the ability to move this stuff like that. I mean, maybe it's useful. I don't really think so.
to admire, freezing your brain like.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem to help. At least it resets it nice. Okay. There is something about this ability to like make it like skewed like this that is interesting because you know those like highly produced product videos where they make like animations of like the product like that looks like this for some reason and like zooms in on it like this and it's that might be interesting. We could maybe turn like screen recordings into like phone screens and laptop screens and stuff like this because we can put the texture on like laptop screen and stuff. That's interesting. Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? Ah, it's done. Okay. Doopadoo. I should make like a game maybe while I'm waiting for this to generate. I can do like a game. Okay, 7. Alright, let's try version 7. Okay, upload. Nice, it's like full screen now. Cool. And then, is this easier to use? Not really. Yeah, it's still very hard to. I don't think I added that in like. What did I add in my prompt? Hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Zoom features. That's all I fixed in this one. Okay, that's fine. I'll just make sure that works. So. Custom. Oh, I see, see. So we zoom here, and it's like this one. We zoom here. Let's make sure this works.
To admire, freezing your brain like earth when it.
Okay, zoom 2 different places. Zoom speed. Hold time. Yeah, 2 seconds, 0.2 seconds is too small, so hold on. Let's make this. We'll have to fix this eventually, but hold on. So zoom here, and zoom here, here, up here. Okay. Transition speed is slow, hold time is high. Volume is off. Play. Nice. And nothing. Hold on. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay. Top right, bottom. Alright, let's pause and play. Bottom, top, bottom. Nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Cool. Alright, this is very close to finished. Now I just want this to be easier to control. This is like way too hard. It's like very sensitive. And way too hard. So hopefully Claude can fix that. Let's see. Let me export this video. Oh my god, that's so cool. That's so cool. We built like a little video editor. That's so cool. Okay, so we built like a Screen Studio clone in about an hour and a half. It's not bad. And I didn't really know if this was gonna work. This was all live, so that's kind of fun. All right, let's fix it. So there's one small thing I need to fix now. Is this kind of hard to do? It's like really sensitive. It does work, but it's sensitive. Okay, so let's fix that. Setting the duration is very hard and sensitive. You make it easier to smoothly slide the duration for zooms with more granular control. It jumps quickly from extremes. Extreme ends. Extreme ends. Okay. Here we go. Nice. Alright, maybe while that's going, I'll make like a game. So like we have something to do while we're waiting. So, what would be like a fun game? Let me think. Yeah. Make a top-down 3D game that allows the character to move around, map, and shoot things. Go. Alright, that's gonna go where that's going. Let's see what we got here. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh man, I have so many cool ideas. I don't know if I'd be up all night probably if we built all of them, but maybe we can try another one. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I wonder what it'll do here. I'm just curious if it'll work. So I used to build 3D sports stuff with like cameras and all sorts of fun things. I think this failed though. Did my game fail? This must be like some kind of issue with the extension. I don't think it happens. Hold on. Let me try here. Okay, let's do that here. So toy.new works without the extension. There's almost no difference. It's the same underlying model. It's like whatever you're more comfortable with, actually. Sometimes I like the extension because I like adding features, and sometimes it has like bugs and stuff, so I like the toy thing. Ooh, okay. Video segmentation app. So the first step in 3D is, oh, it's simulated. Alright, I'll have to get to that again. Is to segment the video. And I'm pretty sure we can do it using open models. Make it segment the video using JavaScript models. Let's see if it figures it out. What am I looking at? Oh! Was this the game? I think it just never finished or something. Oh, it's still generating it, maybe. Weird. Oh, it's still generating it. I see what's happening. Okay, yeah. When this kind of like flickery thing happens, it means it's just like rendering the code in the browser. You can see like it's filling in elements here constantly. Probably the script for the game. Cool, it's generating the game. Alright, that's something fun. And this is almost done. Ooh, is the game done? Ooh, the game is done. Oh, this is much nicer. Whoa, this is much nicer than I expected. What? Whoa. Okay, this is fun. Okay, wait. I want to add multiplayer to this. Hold on. Let's see if we can add multiplayer to this. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, the website editor. So if you generate something using toy.new, you can just hit the Alt key and you have this visual editor or prompt editor. And let's see. Multiplayer. Firebase credentials. Let's go, multiplayer. Is it working? It's working. Nice. I really like this thing because it works without installing anything. This is kind of fun. Alright, let's go back to the other one. Hold on. Yes, this one's done. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh. Copy. And let's do Studio 8. Paste in it. Okay, let's go. Where is it here? I don't know where to go. Alright, here it is. This should be the last update we need and then we're done. Okay, let's see. Loading video. Okay.
To admire, stays in your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl, you know me, I must. To admire, stays in your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Am all the time, girl, you know me, I must.
Okay.
Stays in your brain like earth, wind, and fire. Here I am all the time, girl. You know me. I must.
So if you use tele.tv, this is almost exactly the same functionality as tele.tv. So you can upload a video and you can set these kinds of like zoom points and stuff. So this is pretty good. Like tele.tv, they raised a lot of money recently. Hold on, let me see. How much did they raise? $250 million. What? Series A, really? That's crazy. Wait, 50 million or 250 million? It doesn't matter. That's just crazy. So it's just for like a video editor too, right? Doesn't that seem kind of absurd that we can now generate what they spent 250 million building? It seems kind of like a mistake for them. Okay, so I mean, maybe right now, today, not many people know we exist, so they'll probably be fine. They'll capture a lot of the market. They'll make a lot of money and stuff. But like within a year or two, if I just generated this in an hour and a half, 2 hours, then most people will be able to like build anything, all this stuff basically for free very soon. Okay, so let's see. What else would I want to add to this? I can export videos. I don't like the fact that I have to like zoom, like scroll up and down. Okay, let's put all the final edits in one thing. Oh, we can change the position. Oh, that's neat. I think I want. Yeah, this is still hard to slide. Okay, let's add these final edits. Okay. If we get it even in 2 hours, actually. Like, if we build a complete tele-TV clone. Alright. Let's finish this. We want to add background images. Hmm. Why is this taking so long to load? Sorry, let me close some stuff. Too hard. Open router. I don't want to refresh because it might be generating. Hmm. Oh yeah, we just generated stuff, so let me refresh. It's oddly slow. It just might be my computer like chugging because I'm doing a lot right now. Okay, there we go. So the final edits, yeah, it's not full screen. I have to scroll. I don't like that, and I don't like that. It's still hard to like set the zoom duration stuff, so let's add that. Pretty cool. Actually, I had no idea what to expect. I figured this would take like a few meetings to get finished, but we got really far. So, all right, what are the final edits? I really do want like background images and stuff. I think that's important, but let's just get it working nicely. So, update this to make it. Hold on. Am I lagging? Yeah. Mm, let me close some things. Close all tabs to the right. Now that Chrome has like AI built in, they should have interesting features like close all the pointless tabs, or like close all the like uh, keep all the important tabs. I think they can do things like that now. It's funny. All right, update it to make it easier to set the duration for the zooms because it's still too hard. Make it more precision. Okay. Also, the whole app requires scrolling. See the bottom part. Make it full screen so I don't have to scroll. I should do that for now. And then maybe like the final feature will probably be like background images. That's like the last thing I think Screen Studio has that we don't yet have. That's so hilarious. It was working a minute ago. I guess this is why we're building this free version. So that stuff doesn't happen. That's funny. Okay, there it is. Nice. It must be like a weird dark design practice because I didn't really update it. It just kind of sent me that notification. Oh, what happened to my game? Hold on, let me check my game. Where did the game go? Oh, I closed those tabs. No. No. Okay, hmm. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's at toy.new. There it is. Okay. Okay. I don't know what happened. I wonder if it finished. Oh, nice. Alright, there's the game. Whoa! A lot of people have been building stuff. Cool. Alright, so. Yeah, I wanted a multiplayer. What happened to my multiplayer? Hold on. I probably closed it accidentally. It's okay. We can add it back. Wait a minute. What is this? What is this thing showing on my screen? Oh, this is Screen Studio? I see, I see. Okay. My bad, I'm just dumb. Alright, let's go. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, yeah. I want. Yes. Add multiplayer. Alt. Add multiplayer. Okay. Okay. Go. There we go. Alright. Alright. I gotta remember to keep this open. Okay. And then this guy still going. Wow. I'm like acting surprised, but it just probably did like a week of work for me. That's kind of funny. Yeah. That's going pretty fast. Nice. Wonder if I can side screen these. Okay. Maybe not. Okay. This is kind of cool. We got two engineers working on the screen side by side for us. I've had situations where I've had like 10 different tabs running, but it gets hard to keep track of them eventually. Maybe the next tool we should build is something that can like keep track of all these tabs that are vibe coding for us. What happened to this open router? Oh, this open router's done. Nice. Okay. Okay. Let's copy this. Studio 9. And let's check out the new app. Maybe we can call it Studio 9. Ooh, it's full screen now. This is way better. Nice. Okay. Now let's get this going. Alright. Now let's add a zooming. Wait a minute. I can't control it anymore? This is harder. I think it went backwards. Hold on. Oh, oh. Oh, I see, I see, I see. So it's kind of like more granular this way. Okay, that's maybe a little bit easier actually. That's not bad. can right click them. And they have little menus. Okay, not bad. Okay, this is a little bit better. Hold on. Okay, so you can right click them now. Yeah, but it's still hard to like drag and drop them and stuff like that. It's okay. This is pretty close. Hmm. Oh wait, am I copying the right one? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, all right. Let's try that, and then let's see how the game is doing. Oh my god, did I close the game? What just happened? That's fascinating. Hmm. Hmm. This is generally what you don't want to use Firebase for, actually. You probably want to use WebSockets. Maybe I should. Well, um, yeah, WebSockets is kind of hard. We'll do that later, maybe. Okay, let's see how this is doing. Wow, it's just almost starting. I'm surprised. Oh yeah, let me do a few of these. Hmm. Called it Cosmic Warfare. That's weird. There's some weird bug happening with, I think, a Chrome extension. I'll have to figure that out. It was working fine today. Oh, my API key is not set. Oh. That would explain a bunch of things. Okay, let me set an API key. Nah, I'll just leave it. That's fine. Toy.new is pretty good at self, actually. Pretty cool. Did it create, like, user accounts? I don't know if it... Did I even have auth on user? On toy.new? Yeah, I have auth. Okay, cool. Haha, some people signed up. Nice. Okay, let's see what I got here. Alright, that's gonna be keep running. And this guy is also still running. Maybe next time I really want to work on like a video editor that uses VO3 to make it easy to make like movies and like TV shows and stuff like that with consistent characters and things. That would be interesting. Okay, let's go. I think one cool, like, interesting thing you'll probably notice is the people who are using VO3 have to use it with like these clips now. Like most of the VO3 ads you've seen used like actually in production, like um, Kalshi, I think. Yeah, the betting market, the prediction market. They used a VO3 ad recently that got approved by Disney. But if you look at the ad, maybe I can look it up and see. Yeah, cool. If you look at the ad, like you can look it up and see. It's basically a bunch of clips. Maybe here, yeah.
Indiana gonna win, baby!
It's really good, but it's very similar to the ad that I had, which was a bunch of clips. And I think mine was even better produced because mine was like produced pretty well with the music and stuff like that. But you'll notice like none of these clips have anything to do with each other. So all the VO3 video production will have this kind of same style, where they're probably like random clips pieced together because they don't have the ability. VO3 generally does not have the ability to upload images yet. It does internally in Google, but not externally for us yet. So as soon as that happens, you'll probably see like an uptick in the quality of these everything, all these. All right, but I still think it's limited. Like based on my testing of VO3, it can't do everything that I want it to do. Like I tried to get very specific camera angles and stuff like that. So even though it looks amazing, it's like deceiving because it's really photorealistic, but you'll notice people like will have to work with what they have. It's because the model hasn't trained on everything that exists yet, or it hasn't trained on the ability to like edit camera controls precisely. Higgsfield AI does that, so they might be better at this even than VO3. But the VO3 model is way better than them at audio and video anyway. So I would bet on Google copying the Higgsfield AI training data and using the similar, basically to do the same thing Higgsfield AI did, you just need training data on input, output, camera controls, and output that actually is precisely accurate. And then you can do the same thing. Oh. Oh. I don't like it. Hmm. I mean, I guess the last version was a little bit nicer than this. Still pretty hard to use. Am I using it wrong, maybe? Oh, I like the sliding. Okay, that sliding is better. Alright, that's not bad. That's a little bit better. Yeah, 0.5 seconds. 0.1 seconds. Alright, this is not impossible to work with. That's not bad. But I can't delete individual ones. I used to be able to right click them. Can I delete them? No, no, no. Can't delete individual ones. Alright. Gotta fix that probably. Hmm. Oh, I like this actually. This seems much closer to Screen Studio. Nice. Even better a little bit because we can control like the transition speed. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I can work with this. I still want it to be a little bit easier to like edit this, but yeah, still a little bit hard. Hmm. Let me see how Screen Studio does this. Maybe they have a better idea about this. Yeah. Okay, okay. I think I know what to do. Okay. Okay. Granularity for the zoom duration position is directly under the mouse. Get easy and intuitive. Intuitive. Okay, let's try that. We're pretty close. Typically, you'll see like the last 10% get to like this kind of thing where you're so close that it's just you have to iterate a bunch of different prompts to get exactly what you want. Or, I mean, more realistically, you would edit the code to get exactly what you want, but most people won't be doing that. So for most non-technical people, you're gonna have to do this thing. Even I do this thing because I don't really want to edit the code, and it takes like hours to figure out what research, what I actually have to edit and stuff. But eventually, sometimes I have to edit the code. So Um, yeah, I mean, and the only reason I do that is because I don't want to waste more time. But you can keep iterating this kind of process. I guess the best practice I recommend in this kind of process is if it eventually gets stuck in this kind of like loop of just not figuring it out, then I would go back to like an earlier stage in all the downloaded versions and use that like branch, like version control, to go back and see if you can get it to make a different choice in design, basically. Because you're kind of, if you're non-technical, you're kind of relying on it to make all the decisions for you. But if you're a little bit technical, you can kind of tell it to do things and help it save time a little bit. Hmm. Wow, this one's huge. Okay. Whoa, what happened to this one? Is this one still generating? Enter battle. Badly formatted. Badly formatted. Hmm. Yeah, that didn't really work at all. Weird. Hmm. I guess I like this version. Let me see what I can do here. Let's see, can I get the code? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's see if I can add features this way. Hmm. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Add multiplayer. Okay. And this final update hopefully works well. I guess while that's going, I'm gonna play this. Let's see here. Oh, this is actually fun. Oh, that's actually hard. Okay. This is like Doom 3, except in Block World. Oh, okay. It's so hard. It's like Doom 3, but really hard. Okay, that's funny. Okay. Let's see here. How did these go? Oh, one of them's done. Okay, let's get this one right running. Let's see here. It's funny to see it using emojis and explaining how it works. I'm pretty sure that's like a mistake. Alright, let's go. Studio 11. Okay. Upload a video. Ooh. Oh. It was almost nice. Hold on. Yeah, this is harder. Oh, wait, that's smooth. Wait, what is going on here? Oh, I see what's happening. The whole video is that big. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's upload a bigger one. Nice! That's what I want. Cool. Whoa, that's not what I want. Hold on. Okay, this is a little bit easier. Yeah, this is a little bit easier. Alright. It's still a little bit, like, jumpy. Let me just make sure that it, like, works. Um... okay. this is pretty close. Let me see how this game is doing. Okay, the game is also done. Okay, let's check how this is going. Okay. Private room, 1, 2, 3. Create private room. Okay. So I think you can join this game. Hold on. Wait, how can I pause it in a multiplayer game? That might be a bug. Okay, I'm just gonna share this link. Okay, let me paste that link there. And the Facebook one. Where's the Facebook one? Okay, yeah, here we go. Share that link there. Alright, and then let me see if I can join it from like a different. One, two, three. Oh, not create private room. One, two, three. Join game. Oh, there. Cool. Yeah, it does work. Nice. Yeah, so if anyone wants to join this, you can try playing. That's funny. Oh, okay. There's like some kind of bug, so wait. I'm moving. Oh, okay. There's probably a bug with the enemies. That's funny. Okay, that's so bad. Okay, let's go back here and find what happened with this. Oh yeah, okay. So I think this is pretty much done. It's mostly like UI UX issues. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, video editor. Okay, so probably. Hold on, let me pause this. This does seem better. Let me see if exporting videos works fine. Oh yeah, exporting requires us to play it the whole way through. So, oh wow. This little thing for exporting. Okay, let me try with like a smaller video. Hold on. Okay. What does this do? Oh. No, that's not really helpful. Yeah, I guess I like this version better than the other versions. It's pretty good. It's as easy as we've gotten it so far. All right, I'm gonna call it. That's good enough for tonight. I think we'll keep editing this to add more features and things like that, make it easier to use and stuff. But it's pretty good. It seems to work pretty well. It actually generates outputs and it's like a new video editor thing and stuff like that. It looks a little pixelated. I think this is something I can fix probably in like the zoom of the camera. Yeah. Oh no, I understand. Oh, this is like a video texture issue, so I can add more vertices to the texture that might help as well. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Yeah, this is pretty much done. I'm gonna let that finish and close that. And we'll publish this new version of Screen Studio. Pretty cool. Can I go? What else does it do here? No, that doesn't do anything. Oh yeah, sepia. All right, this is a lot of stuff. All right, I'm pretty impressed with what we got done. Um, it looks like I'm still discovering new features. Like I don't know what that was. What is that? Interesting. Yeah, okay. I think that's good enough for tonight. I'm getting pretty tired, so all right, I'm gonna end it tonight for now. We got pretty far, but if you were following along and you were able to generate even like a fraction of this, that's pretty cool, and you should feel proud of yourself. And also, if you're able to do this, please teach someone else how to do this, because everything I did here today wasn't really like coding or difficult. It was just like asking for what I wanted step by step. It was all in English if you go back and look. And I'll upload a video if I can find like a recording of this that I can download and stuff like that so you can follow along again. But it's the same general thing every live stream. I'm basically just like asking it for what I want step by step, and I'm using like the same processes every time just to get past the roadblocks. But you'll notice like every step has been, if you look at my chat, every step is all just like English. Like I'm talking to an engineer actually building it for me, and I'm not the engineer actually building it, and things like that. So try it out yourself. Try toy.new. Try to build like whatever tools you want to build, and then we'll pick up again. Like probably maybe tomorrow. I'll do more live streams tomorrow, and then definitely this weekend in the boot camp. All right, guys. Let's see if there's any questions. Nothing else. All right, we're pretty good. So let's see. What is the Facebook looking at? Okay, nice, exciting. All right, I'll let you go, guys. Go. Have a good night. It's kind of late. Thank you. See you probably tomorrow. How do I stop this? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I think I just have to stop the